surrounded by children at work, but an ocean away from her own son and husband.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking not knowing you're going to see them again. But then again, the sacrifices that I'm going to make, I know they're not done in vain. So there's a purpose as to what I'm doing for my family and why I'm here working as a remote area nurse.
Does your son understand that?
I think he does. Sorry. I think he does. I think he understands what I'm doing. I hope he does. I think he does.
Life working as a remote area nurse in the Australian outback has given Kaitāia nurse Hani Sipu more than she could have ever imagined. But it's come at a cost.
I talked to him and I'm like, son, hopefully you're not mad at mum for leaving. I know mummy's has been gone for such a long time, and mummy will be back, and I promise I'm going to bring you back over and we'll find another home.
Back in Aotearoa, Hani loved her job as a nurse at a Māori health provider, but the $26 an hour wage wasn't cutting it. She's now earning 3 times her New Zealand salary and is experiencing a whole new way of life.
There was something missing, and I think it was an adventure.
2.5 years ago, she left her son and husband behind in Auckland, bound for Australia's Northern Territory. And it's here, in Ngukurr, a remote town in Arnhem Land about 7 hours from Darwin, where she's working to create a better life for her whānau.
The people are so beautiful. Just reminds me of home, how caring they are. They definitely look after you. That's why I always come back, because of the people, the community. I'm surrounded by culture, it's the people, it's just everything. Like they've shown me so much love, shown me so much care, and that's what I want to give back to them. I want to do my best. I want to look after them as if they're my family. Like if I'm looking after my grandmother, if I'm looking after my grandfather, if I'm looking after my son or my daughters, that's how I look after the people of the community here.
When we visit, it's midwinter and 33 degrees. But no one's using the local pool, it's too cold. There are just 2 shops here, a takeaway store and a supermarket. There's not much else, which means Hani wears many hats.
We're everything in between. We're psychologists, we're therapists, we're mental health nurses, we're basically doctors. The most craziest thing I've done out here is probably cannulated a dog.
What?
Yeah, I'm a vet too, I'll show them to you. I'm a vet too. Yeah. Oh my gosh, sorry, can we take a... Sorry, I had to stop. So those shoes that old man has on his feet, those are my Crocs.
He's a patient of Hani's who borrowed her shoes when he was evac'd after an actual croc attacked.
I was like, okay, your nurse ain't gonna let you go on that plane without no shoes on. So I took my shoes off and I gave him my Crocs. So he's rocking on my Crocs.
The best.
He nearly got ate by a crocodile.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Jonathan was trying to say to me that there's no crocodiles in the river nearby.
He's lying. He's so lying. I need to go see my man just to see how he's doing.
Are crocodile injuries common?
Oof. You won't make it out. You won't make it out.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. If a croc got a hold of you, because these crocs don't play, they're salty water crocodiles.
By the far side of town twists the Roper River. A so-called sorry camp lines the river. Those staying are in mourning. A local leader passed away shortly before our arrival, and for cultural reasons his family are unable to return until he has been buried.
There's been quite a few funerals here in community, but it's the first I've been invited to be a part of.
Hani has been accepted here, and that means taking part in the town's traditions, in this case, a funeral.
So tonight you'd see we're going to go and watch them bungu, which is to dance and do their cultural dances. So I've been given permission to be there, and she's even offered to teach me how to dance or, show me how to do the bungu.
Hani says she can feel the wairua, spirit, as we walk towards the bungu.
So everybody's getting ready, and my dad's sisters, cousin sisters are sitting there. There's gonna be smoke and red tape on their arms. But my mother and her cousin and sister, they paint them the whole body in their hair. Everybody's getting ready.
There are no fires outside of this home, no burning eucalyptus, but groups of men and boys dance again, flicking sand and chanting. It's moments like these that Hani says she's reminded of home.
I feel really grateful to be a part of this community, or to know quite a few of the locals, and to build that trust and that relationship I have with them. So I feel blessed and I feel very grateful that I'm here celebrating life and death here in Ngukurr.
And it's this connection to the Indigenous culture that's keeping her here.
It reminds me of home, how we have so much culture back home, especially the language. Hearing the little kids speak their mother tongue, it's beautiful. Sometimes it can get real crazy out here. When I say crazy, I mean like community members fighting against community members.
Really? Like a bit ruckus?
Yeah. Oh, huge ruckus. So like spears and...
Do you deal with like spear injuries?
Yeah, 100%. We deal with so many wounds, head wounds, a lot of head trauma, spears, spear fights, a lot of crazy injuries we do see, axe, machetes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it does get a little bit crazy out here. The Indigenous people here are similar to our people back home, you know. We're all somewhat so stubborn, especially our elder people. They don't like to seek help unless they're really ill.
The reminders of home are ever present.
I miss my family. I miss my son, my husband, my dad, my mum, and seafood. I'm missing out on so many milestones. My son, I've missed his birthday. I've missed his first day back at school. I've missed, he caught the flu this year and I wasn't able to be there by his side.
The price is high, but it's been worth it for Hani. She's been saving to buy a first home for her whānau, a goal she's now achieved.
Did you ever imagine that you'd be able to like support your whole family like this?
No. Never. I just think it's just a part of the job, to be honest. I think that's just what we come out here to do. It does hit me sometimes where I'm like, oh, I just did this. But then something else happens, so it's just a part of the job. Yeah.
And for other Kiwi nurses or Kiwis thinking maybe I want to go outback, would you recommend it?
Heck yes, 100%. I'll recommend this to anyone that's ever dreamed of working with the Indigenous people here in Australia.